I would like to read the statement of the speaker, no? Martin Romualdez, tungkol sa incident na ito.
Para kanino yan? Sino dapat makinig yan?
Dapat ang makinig dito si Franz Castro, Raul Manuel at saka si Arlene Brosas.
Ayan, pakinggan po ninyo itong mabuti.
Makinig kayo, Arlene Brosas, na kinamumuhian nila si Arlene Brosas ng Gabriela, si Franz Castro ng Alliance of Communist Teachers at si Raul Manuel ng kabataan ng mga top recruiters ng NPA ng mga anak namin. If the speaker wants to be president or whatever political ambitions he has, yung personal mo na buhay, wala kaming pakialam.
Doc Lorraine Badoy binasa ang isang comment ni Speaker Martin Romualdez patungkol sa teroristang grupo na CPP, NPA, NDF at sa pahayag na ito ng Speaker binanggit ni Badoy ang mga koneksyon ng NPA terrorist sa loob ng Kongreso. Binida rin ito ang ratings ng pangalawang Pangulo kahit na umano sinisiraan ito ng makakaliwang grupo ay mataas pa din ang trust rating nito sa bansa. Nabanggit din ni Badoy ang mga ginagawang modus para masira ang pangalawang Pangulo dahil umano tatakbo ito sa susunod na eleksyon bilang pinakamataas na posisyon ng bansa. Sa nangyaring bakbakan naman ng kampo ng militar at teroristang grupo na NPA. Nasawi ang isang sundalo at 3 pang militar ang sugatan sa pananambang ng mga rebeldeng NPA sa Balayan, Batangas habang sinusulong ni Speaker Martin Romualdez ang peace talks ng mga terorista. Nagsagawa noon ng combat operations ang magkasanib na puwersa mula sa 59 Infantry Battalion ng Philippine Army, Philippine Navy, PN, at Philippine Air Force. PF sa barangay Malalay nang makasagupan nila ang humigit kumulang 14 na naarmadong kalalakihan na miyembro ng sangay sa partido sa Platoon, SPP ng teroristang NPA. 3 pang sundalo ang sugatan din sa engkwentro at isinugod sa Medical Center Western Batangas sa Balayan. Na-recover ng mga otoridad sa encounter site ang isang M16 rifles, isang M653 rifle at isang shotgun. Sinabi naman ng Philippine Army na nakalulungkot ang nangyari dahil nagpaplano na silang ituloy ang peace talks upang matigil na ang Maoist insurgencies sa Balayan, Batangas. Tunghayan pa natin ang ilang detalye mga kay Solid PH at samahan nyo muli ako. So let's go!
Pa yan,
Galing.
Partida pa yan, I mean, talagang tinarget siya. It's obvious to everybody, no? Yung pag-besmirch sa ating Vice President, halatang halata naman, no? Sino pa, kahit aso ko, napapansin nyo, no? Na talagang siya yung tinarget. Partida pa yan. And yet, she has the highest trust ratings. Yes. And why is that? Let me tell you what I think. Dahil nagsisilbi siya. Isa lang ang gusto ng Pilipino sa kanyang mga lingkod bayan. Hindi niya kailangan ng lingkod bayan na maporma, maganda mag-Ingles, maganda manamit, mabango. Hindi niya kailangan yon. Wala siyang pakialam doon. Ang pakialam ng Pilipino sa kanyang lingkod bayan, lalo't lalo yung inihalal, ay ang maglingkod kayo. Tigilan niyo yung politika-politika na yan. Maglingkod kayo sa isang bansa na milyon ang natutulog ng gutom. Napakaraming kailangan gawin. Ang iniisip nyo, puro mga ambisyon nyo. Ang kailangan lang namin ay maglingkod kayo. Yun lang. Kahit na magmura ka dyan, kahit na marami kang babae, marami kang whatever, ano man yung personal mo na buhay, wala kaming pakialam. Basta lang magsilbi kayo. So this is the message, no? And we're very, very proud of our Vice President and also, of course, our President as well, no? Okay.
Yes. And ako, as part po ng National Task Force and Local Communist Armed Conflict, no? Congratulations po sa ating co-vice chairperson and of course, Vice President Inday Sara Duterte. Kami po ay nagagalak, natutuwa. Kasi alam mo, itong number 1 siya dyan sa trust and approval rating na yan. Parang testament na rin yan, no? Sa kanyang pagiging, of course, I may sound biased, pero NTFL ka ko, Vice Chairman. Co-chairperson po si
I think so.
VP.
Because she's that's not, I don't think that's a bias kasi she is perceived, and rightly so, as the government official right now who's very strong, no? The strongest against something that is very, very clearly against the Filipinos. The Filipinos are also against it, and this is the CPP, NPA, NDF. So the Vice President is really reflecting our sentiments. gusto na nating matapos yan. No?
Yes.
So any official that colludes with the CPP, NPA, NDF,
Yun.
who is perceived, no, will get the lowest trust rating. And this is what has happened to our
Yeah.
speaker. No? And early on, as I said, no, the speaker is my friend. I don't see him as an enemy. Not at all. The enemy is the CPP, NPA, NDF inside Congress.
Very
And
good.
early
That's
on,
right.
I told here, no, in SMNI, if the speaker wants to be president or whatever political ambitions he has, he can have my advice for free. And it is
Yeah.
so simple, Mr. Speaker. Serve the Filipino people. That is all we want and all we need. And if pag naramdaman namin na pwede ka naming pagkatiwalaan, and I'm not just talking to the speaker, but to every Filipino na naglalakas loob na hingiin ang tiwala namin, magsilbi kayo. At pag naramdaman namin na talaga at totoo at sincere kayo sa pagsilbi at meron kayong nagagawa para bumuti ang buhay namin, huwag kayong mag-aalala kung ano man yung ambisyon ninyo, mararating nyo yan. Dadalhin namin kayo dyan. Dahil yan sila Franz Castro, Raul Manuel, Arlene Brosas, nandyan sila sa Kongreso hindi para bumuti ang buhay natin. Nandyan sila sa Kongreso para yung ayenda ng CPP, NPA, NDF ng pagpapabagsak ng gobyerno ay matuloy. No? So, I would like to read the statement of the Speaker, no? Martin Romualdez, tungkol sa incident na ito.
Para kanino yan? Sino dapat makinig yan?
Dapat ang makinig dito si Franz Castro, Raul Manuel at saka si Arlene Brosas.
Ayan, pakinggan po ninyo itong
kayo,
mabuti.
Makinig kayo, Arlene Brosas. Ha? So after extending his sympathies to the family, sabi ng Speaker, this loss is a profound reminder of the sacrifices our armed forces make to ensure our nation's security. Correct. That hasn't stopped. It has been going on for over half a century. And then he also said, this event underscores the ongoing challenges we face in achieving lasting peace and stability. Correct. We are actually achieving it already, Speaker. As we speak now, there are 0 guerrilla fronts. There are over 35,000 surrenders without having to sit down and have this phony peace talks that are really, in reality, terrorist talks. It's no longer rocket science. There is a winning formula to this. And what Charlie Galvez has given you is the wrong formula. Okay? He also said, we also keep in our thoughts those who were wounded in this incident, and we join the executive department in assuring their families of the government's full support during this difficult time. And he said, this is wonderful, huh? I like this. Our vision for a peaceful and prosperous Philippines can only be realized through collective efforts and a commitment to dialogue and understanding. Correct, which is what we're already doing with the local, highly successful, groundbreaking work that we were doing and that continues to get done at the localized level, no? Localized peace talks. Ang kausap natin dito, Speaker, baka hindi mo pa alam, ay ang ating mga kasundaluhan, ng mga kasundaluhan at ang buong gobyerno ay ang mga naloko ng CPP, NPA, NDF. Mga kababayan natin mismo na nandito sa Pilipinas, na nandyan sa grassroots level na naging NPA, sila mismo ang kausap at binababa na nila ang kanilang mga armas at hindi na sila lumalaban sa gobyerno. Totoo na yung kapayapaan, hindi na ito isang minimithi lamang, no? Totoo na siya. At bumubuti ang buhay dahil sa Farm to Market Roads, yung Barangay Development Program, na sana ay buhusan ninyo ng budget natin. No? At saka isa pa, Speaker, kung talagang seryoso kayo dito, tigilan niyo na yung pangukunsyaba sa CPP, NPA, NDF party list, yung Makabayan Block, na tinanong ako noon sa congressional hearing. Sino ba yung sinasabi mo dito na party list? Ang CPP, NPA, NDF. At yan ay ang Kamatayan Block. Kabataan, na nandyan sa loob ngayon. Kabataan, Alliance of Communist Teachers at ang Gabriela. Yan po, yung ginawa ninyo mga attack dogs, na akala ninyo may panalo kayo pag kayo ay nakipagkunsyabahan, pero tapos na yung araw na yon. Any association that you have with the CPP, NPA, NDF party list is a kiss of death on your political ambitions. That I know that for sure because I have seen it on the ground. The Filipino people are no longer taking any double talk, any sweet words that are not translated into action. And what that amounts to right now is this perception that you are in cahoots with the CPP, NPA, NDF party list in Congress. Okay.
Very well said. Very powerful statement, and I agree with that. 100%.
NBF. Yan
They
lang.
should file a resolution,
Yeah.
no, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
I still stand with you on what I think is our shared ground of love for country.
Yes.
And I hope that you can prove that your words are true. If you can couple that with action, starting with a resolution that you will file in the House condemning the CPP, NPA, NDF, and hopefully the Ethics Committee of Congress will censure the CPP, NPA, NDF party list in it, of which the Filipino people, if you have not heard, and I don't know how you could not have heard it, because they are speaking loudly and clearly and screaming at the top of their voices na kinamumuhian nila si Arlene Brosas ng Gabriela, si Franz Castro ng Alliance of Communist Teachers, at si Raul Manuel ng Kabataan, ng mga top recruiters ng NPA na mga anak namin. Sana marinig mo yan, Mr. Speaker.
At siguro, Yusek Lorraine and Franco at sa ating pong mga kababayan, since nagsalita na po ang leader ng Kamara de Representantes, sana
beautiful.
makinig. Oo,
Yes.
beautiful. Ako, for what it's worth, I'm very happy that may ganitong statement coming from
and we applaud the
House
Speaker. We applaud the Speaker for really saying this.
Yes, and ano po dapat kasunod
Meron
niyan?
tayong pagsisimulan.
Exactly. Ang kasunod niyan, siguro makita naman natin yung collective sentiment ng buong Kongreso. Sama na natin yung Kamatayan Black, no? Na sundan ito pong mga sinabi ng ating pong House Speaker, no? Through a resolution, no? Condemning what happened and expressing their sympathies to those who died. Hindi lang yung sundalo natin who's now a hero, of course, yung mga sugatan at yung anim din. No, in the interest of peace. So I'm dreaming of a day, Yusek Lorraine, no, and Franco, na itong mga party list ng tinatawag ng Makabayan Black or Kamatayan Black sa Congress, sila mismo yung magsabi na abandonahin nyo na yung armed struggle. No? We can fight for reforms, we can fight for change, hindi naman kailangan makipagbarilan. Diba?
Correct.
Yan, at yan ang magtatapos sa lahat ng problema ng bansa natin. Imagine niyo na pag-usapan yung red tagging. Defense mechanism yan eh. Close your eyes. Halimbawa, sarap po ninyo mata nyo. Imagine niyo ang Pilipinas na walang yung People's Army. Hayaan mo may CPP at NDF. Alisin mo lang sa equation yung NPA. Hindi issue ang red tagging.
Yes.
Hindi
Correct.
issue ang red
Yes,
tagging.
hindi. Not at all.
And as you correctly pointed out kanina, Yusek Lorraine, no? Eye-opener na naman ito.
Yeah,
no?
yes.
And ito pong mga resulta ng survey na ito ng Publicus Asia and others, no? Hindi po ito dapat isawalang bahala. So, a brief or quick analysis of that, makikita po ninyo. Sabi nga ni Yusek Lorraine kanina, despite the fact na talagang targeted of attacks ang ating Vice President, siya pa yung lalong higit na pinagtiwalaan ng ating mga kababayan, no? Quite telling.
Yes, yes.
Quite telling. At sa nakikita ko po dito, and I agree with Doc Lorraine here, na talaga namang alam na kasi ng taong bayan eh. And looking at it, no, from my perspective, no, ay talagang agree ang mga mamayan, ang mga Pilipino doon sa mga posisyon ng ating pong Vice President. At yung mga nasa baba naman ay yun yung kabaligtaran, of course. So this must serve as a wake-up call to other officials of in the government, no? Medyo mag-ingat po tayo sa machinations.
Correct.
Nabanggit kanina yung mga communist terrorist groups na yan.
Right.
Don't be a victim or a proxy of their war, of their campaign against the government.
Isa sa mga naging pahayag ni Donnie patungkol sa peace talks na ito. Panoorin po natin ang video na ito.
We see that peace negotiations are another form of legal struggle, which is possible to be used by the revolutionary forces in order to advance the revolutionary armed struggle and the revolutionary mass movement. This other form of legal struggle, the peace negotiations, does not replace the revolutionary armed struggle nor the revolutionary mass movement. In fact, it should advance, it should support this revolutionary armed struggle as the main form of struggle, and the revolutionary mass movement, which is a more important struggle than the peace negotiations.
Yan.
At Yusek Joel, Ma'am Lorraine, napakalinaw naman itong huwad na peace talks na ito na kung saan pinatunayan din ng isa sa ating nakapanayam din dito na si Sir Mauricio kung ano ang layunin nila sa peace talks na iyan. Ito'y palakasin, paramihin ng recruitment, at hindi nila ibababa ang kanilang armas. Isa yan sa mga indikasyon
Correct.
na hindi totoo ang peace talks na iyan, Yusek Joel.
Correct. Ano yan as I said, as I have been saying, yung template na yan, hindi naman nila binabago. Dahil pag binago nila ang kanilang template, ang kanilang approach, para nilang binago yung mga in-indoctrinate sa kanila, nila Joe Masison at ng mga nauna, masisira yung foundation nila Therefore, is there a chance that they had already changed, di ba, yung kanilang approach when it comes to dealing with peace talks as a part and parcel of the revolutionary armed struggle daw? Sa tingin ko po ay hindi. And we should caution our senior leaders there. Armed with that information, armed with that, pansinin ninyo yung mga statements ng mga supporters sila. Di ba? Sinabi na natin na there are no preconditions, pero sila pa ulit-ulit na binabanggit yung mga kondisyones, no, na kailangan daw ganito, kailangan daw ganyan. Sabi na nga natin na ang gusto nila ay nung yung joint communique na sinasabi ay start fresh, no?
Yeah.
Start fresh. Right now, yung mga nababasa ko ng mga reactions from the enablers of the CPP, NPA, NDF, and their spokesperson mismo, no? Aba, ay puro kondisyones.
Puro demands.
Meron nagkakaroon na ngayon ng may
Puro
demands na.
kondisyones.
I'm sorry, Yusek Joel, I'm sorry, but we asked for it, no? When we sat down and negotiated with these terrorists by way of that communique by Charlie Galvez and Manny Bautista, we asked for it. Kahit wala ngang opening, maghahanap ng opening yung mga walang modong yan at magde-demand. Binigyan mo pa ng opening. And it is no longer rocket science. Alam na natin kung ano yung huwad na peace talks na yan. Ang galing na mismo sa bibig ni Luis Halandoni na ngayon ay best friend na yata ni Charlie Galvez. Diba?
Well,
Parang tuwan-tuwa pa siya, no? Na they were so kind. Sabi pa ni nanaloko siya, no? So, we really are asking for this. That's why we were so clear. We were so clear about no more. You don't go to the negotiating table with the CPP, NPA, NDF. Ano ba tayo? Baliw ba tayo? Paulit-ulit ito?
Ang ano
Diba?
dyan, ha?
And we don't want to wait for someone who will write against this peace talks.
Ito, napag-usapan namin din dati, Franco, ni Doc Lorraine. Sabi ko nga, ang isa lang ang gusto ko sanang makita na maging katapusan nitong sinabing nagsimula sa joint communique, now may exploratory talks. Eventually, if ever, magkasundo talaga that they should agree to disagree, ay, di ba, sabi nga natin, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Sabi ko nga kay Yusek Badoy, kay Yusek Lorraine. Kasi, at the end of the day, someone has to sign a document, no, na nagsasabi na okay na, tapos na ito, dismantle natin, disarm na natin, at rejoin na ang New People's Army. Ito yung ito yung sana, yun yung maganap. Kailangan may pumirma Kailangan may ganyang agreement. And successful ang local peace engagements. I agree. Hindi nila may tatanggihan. Very, very successful. However, I'm just presenting a counterpoint, no? Yung, halimbawa, ang kinausap sa local peace engagement, si Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Now, kung si Luzon ay mag-disarm at sumuko at manumbalik, what about si Visayas and Mindanao?
Yes.
Hindi mauutusan ni Luzon si Visayas at Mindanao. I think, ito sana, hopefully, ito yung idea na may isang magsasabi, hopefully, na isang magsasabi, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, stop it altogether. Hopefully po, hoping against hope, na ito yung kanilang goal, kumbaga nga. Somebody has to sign something to end everything, to the armed struggle.
But from where I'm sitting, there is a proper time for that.
Yes.
No? Bubugbog sarado ko muna sila. Hanggang sila'y magmakaawa, hindi ako babiyahe ng Oslo at bibigyan ko ng halaga yung mga yan. Kasi wala na spent for, sino ba yan? Sino ba yan si Luis Halandoni? Sino ba yan si Connie Ledesma? Sino ba yung mga yan? Juliet De Lima? They're ancient crypt kickers. Nagnanaknak na nga yung mga yan. Bibigyan ko pa ng importansya. In-internationalize ko pa yung issue I'm talking about Charlie Galvez and Manny Bautista, what they did, okay? Itong katrayduran nila. And they did not even consult, no? Wala silang konsultasyon sa security sector. Wala sila, they just went there. Bakit ka makikipag-negotiate sa mga yan? And we're very successful already. Etas ngayon, ang kakapal ng mga mukha, they really think they can actually make demands. So, pinakita nila talaga ngayon na they're not sincere kasi what you're saying, no? Yung localized peace talks, ito yung mga foot soldiers nila. Ito yung mga nahihirapan, nagugutom, nagkakandamatay, nagkakasakit, lahat yan,
namamatay
no?
sa enkwentro.
Yes, pero itong mga ito, nakausap ngayon itong nila Charlie Galvez, yan yung nagpapakasasa sa dugo ng mga anak natin. Why will they give up? Racket nila yan. Pinakamalaking sindikato sa Pilipinas, isa sa pinakamalaki sa mundo. Why will they negotiate with us? At ngayon nagmamalaki pa.
Nag-enjoy sila ng snow.
Sarado ko muna sila at iisipin ko muna kung kakausapin ko sila. Pero where we stand now, panalo na ang Pilipinas dito. So bakit ako makikipag-usap sa kanila at bibigyan ko pa ng halaga at gagastos pa tayo ng taxpayers money para makipag-usap sa mga yan? Baka yun ang habol ninyo, yung taxpayers money. No?
Gusto ko lang maitanong, Ma'am Lorraine or Yusek Joel, ano ba ang nasa likod ng isang tao kung bakit makikipag-deal ka sa isang bagay na alam mo na paulit-ulit ka? Anong intention?
You know what I think it is? You know, one of those reasons that I heard, I heard from the soldiers, it's ego. They want the credit to go to them. Because I had this talk with Charlie Galvez and it was horrifying. It was horrifying in the shallowness of the reasons that he gave us. It was terrible. It was like watching a freak show. It made me so indignant kasi what will this mean? Our soldiers will die again because of your hallmark marshmallow little twin stars philosophy of love and peace and unity. Where did you get that, diba? I'm sorry, I cannot shut up about this because what this means is once again binibigyan mo ng opening. Binibigyan mo ng opening. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng peace talks? Sabi niya kasi wala namang mawawala. Walang mawawala. Hindi mo ba alam kung ano yung peace talks na yan, yung huwad na peace talks na yan? Propaganda yan. Ang ibig sabihin, it legitimizes them. And what will happen? They will recruit our children again. Dadagdag na naman yan, aabot na naman sila sa mga bundok, at yan mamamatay na naman yung mga anak natin. Ano ang mawawala sa atin? Mga anak lang naman natin. Diba? Ano ba yan?
That's right, Ma'am Lorraine. At dahil dyan, meron na tayong, para medyo mag-cool down lang tayo, may balita po tayo, Mama. Relax muna tayo, Mama.
Water, please.
Okay, Ma'am, you have your water with you.
You know what? No, I want to say something, ha? I don't think, I was asked kasi in Congress, why do you care so much about this? And honestly, I wanted to say, why don't you? Why don't you care about this? So, I cannot really apologize for my passion. I cannot apologize for how I'm so out there. Because I really think that it's not just me. I think I'm speaking for a lot of mothers. I know them personally. Mrs. Vilma Absalon is a very good friend of mine.
Correct.
Her son was shot between the eyes by the NPAs, no? Even as he was begging for his life at nangangatog yung 21-year-old na batang ito. And what did Teddy Casino do? Mainit-init pa yung bangkay ni Kit Absalon. He was already apologizing and defending the NPAs.
Wow.
So for me, if we have become the nation, kind of people that were not outraged by this, then there is something terribly wrong with us, that we have lost our soul. So I will not apologize for how I feel or I'm upset about all of this, because this is, I think, our sense of outrage as a nation will save us and will save our children and future generations of Filipinos. So I will not apologize for how I feel about this.
Yes.
Tanong ko sa'yo, makakabalik pa ba sila sa tingin mo? Honestly.
Paano silang makabalik?
And how?
Paano, sa akin
yes.
Kasi nga kami, 1992 umalis. In fact, ang pagkakaalam namin noon, tapos na noon eh. Nagkaroon lang ng panibagong breed of life sa kanila nung...
Akala mo nung 1992, akala na CPP patapos na sila, tapos na.
Yes, kami noon. Kasi 92 kami nagsibalik, no? Panahon ni FBR nung nanalo na siya. So, actually, pawala na noon. And marami ako nakakausap ng mga dating kasamahan namin na yun din ang thinking nila.
Paano naka-recover?
Ayan. So, eto na, pumasok na yung di ba? Nag-join na sila by that time nung nirepeal yung anti-subversion law, binigyan sila pagkakataon to join mainstream politics, no? At doon na lang yung parliamentary struggle, so nakapasok na sila sa yan, yung through the party list system and all that. And I remember quite vividly nung ako'y nagko-cover ng defense, isa ako sa Camila Gerald Palparanya, diyan sa Mindoro pa lang siya, early 2000. Diyan na ako niyan. In fact, ito, kung nanonood sila Gerald Palparan, ako yung naka-scoop nung unang naglabas siya ng statement against on how that time kasi inaccuse niya yung mga bayan muna, etc. na ginagamit nga yung pera. Doon kasi nakakita sila ng mga polyetos. No? So I wrote about it, and then he was the subject of a privileged speech by a former bayan muna representative. Doon nagsimula yung sagutan nila. So imagine mo, that time ay ikino-connect, no? Kaya nga sabi niya, kunwari lang naman mga aktivista yan, nung araw pa sinasabi yan. Pero pag umakyat sa bundok, armado. Ngayon, pagbababa sila, iiwan doon yung mga armas nila. Civilian na sila. So, kaya ang hirap kalaban. So, doon yan. No? So, nag-thrive, nag-grow,
doon nakabalik.
No? Na-divide yan actually nung 92, di ba? Yung RJ, yung RA, yung reformist kay Joma, yung mga rejectionist, laban naman kay Joma. But itong isang side nung RA, talagang extremist ito eh. Remember yung mga RPA, ABB, di ba? Ito'y nauna na nakipag-usap sa pamahalaan. Tapos itong NBA ito yung bago eh. So, nag-thrive pa rin sila because of that. So, well, tuloy-tuloy. Ang tanong mo nga makakabalik pa ba sila? I think we've been seeing their end, no, since many years ago. And with LCAC, magtuloy-tuloy lang. Ito yung sinasabi kasi nila na root causes of insurgency. Ito na nga po yung ina-address natin Diba? At ngayon, dahil nabigyan na ng atensyon yung mga lugar, yung mga kababayan natin na talaga namang na-neglect at hindi binibigyan panahon at pansin ng araw. Ngayon ay meron na. Diyan yung BDP.
So sa madaling salita,
paano silang makakabalik?
So sa madaling salita, ang sinasabi mo, hindi na makakabalik.
Hindi na makakabalik.
Alam mo, ang tingin ko, tama ka. Kasi ang game changer dito, NTF-ELCAC.
Of course.
NTF-ELCAC. Hindi katulad, kasi yung ginagawa nila noon, ginagawa pa rin naman nila ngayon. Di ba? Yung template nila, etc. Although may mga bago, katulad yung mga civil case ni Carol Aurelio at ni Teddy Casino. May mga nag-eksperimento ng konti itong mga ungas na to.
Yes, ano yan, Yusek Lorena and Franco, they will still try. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, CPP, NPA, NDF, triumvirate, they work, the three organization thinks, move, and act as one. Take one from the other two, babagsak yan. So, ang sa atin lang naman, ano ba nag-uugnay niya? Ano yung band ng tatlo? CPP, NPA, NDF. It's the armed struggle. Diba? That separates them from other. Diba? May mga social democrats, ibang komunista. Diba? But hindi sila ganun mag-isip na makipagpatay natin kapwa Pilipino, may armed struggle tayo. So, iba-iba yan Iba-iba yung political spectrum. So, the point there being, mawala lang talaga yung armado, tama na yung patayan. Yan naman ang gusto ng NTF-ELCAC, ina-address na nga natin. Yung, ano ba ginagawa na sa Kongreso, for instance? Diba? You ensure that government talaga services ay nakakarating doon sa mga malayong lugar na yan. Hindi yung kaya ka nandyan na enable mo yung armado. Diba? Na magtuloy-tuloy. So, sabi nga, I dream of a day when sila magsasabi, buwaba na kayo dyan. Tama na yan, mangyari kaya yon. Tingin ko hindi mangyayari yon. Pero yung mauubos, hindi dahil nauubos sa patayan, kundi sumusuko. Ang dami ng sumusuko, ang dami ng nagbabalik loob. Yung mga ganyan pong tipo, kaya sila ay nauubos. Number one, kaya hindi na active, bakit weekend? Wala nang suporta ang masa sa kanila sa paligid. Diba? They will eventually be reduced kung di sila susuko into ragtag bandits na umiikot na lang.
Mr. Joel, the Filipino people are listening to you, diba? Gaano kahalaga para matapos natin itong CPP na ito, ang matanggal sa Kongreso, ang tatlong yan. Hindi lang tatlo, kasi they're trying for bayan muna also next sa 2025, pati yung anak pawis yung kabag. Gaano kahalaga na mawala ang CPP sa Kongreso?
Well, number one, Wala naman sila. Headless organization na yan. Wala na si Joe Masison. Ang pundasyon ng kanilang ideolohiya na yan, di ba? Ang imbensyon ng chop suey ideology na yan, Malakamase, na pinaghalo-halo at pinilit. Pinilit at sinaksak sa lalamunan natin, sa utak natin. Wala na. Sino pang mga leaders nila? Now, tingnan po ninyo ito. Sino ngayon maingay? Since wala na si Joma, saan kumukuha ng command? Saan humuhugot ng lakas pa yung mga CPP, NPA, NDF?
Kongreso.
Sipin nyo mabuti. Yes.
Kongreso.
At nakikita nila ngayon, di ba, na through their alliances, parang may projection of strength pa sila. When in fact, hindi na po yan. Ano na lang yan propaganda and tactical political maneuvers na lang itong nangyayari na ito. Anyway, whether they stay there or not, pero mahalaga, of course, na sana wala na kasi kasi lalo humahaba lang lalo
Nasasayang ang oras, no? Kasi obstruction yung mga
at nagkakaroon talaga ng sabi nga siya, they're there to divide our leaders, divide the country. Ano pa nga ba? Unity ba gusto ng mga yan? Hindi. To divide us. Diba yung iba maniwala sa kanila, mga kalaban, bahala kayo, lalabanan natin yan. So, I don't believe that unity is part of their agenda. It's always them winning, mapanalunan ang poder, makuha ang power through armed revolution. Na hindi naman revolution. Wala naman revolution tumagal 55 years.
Yeah.
Come on.
Franco, one last because I know that we're running out of time. So, I like so much what Yusek Joel said, no? And gusto kong ulitin yon, no, na ang CPP gusto nila hiwatak-watak tayo at nag-aaway-away. And it's so important for us as a people, no? If we want our country to move forward, to be united, to be strong, not to see each other as, indigenous naman yan, or mayaman yan, or mahirap yan. Hindi. We have to stay close together, or Kapampangan yan, or Ilocano yan. We have to really be very united as a people. No?